Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. I was going to say, hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, welcome to my anxiety attack. It's laugh or cry, people. Honestly, oh my goodness. Like, I don't even realize it. You know how people like shake their leg? I used to do that a lot. Sadly, I'm starting to do it again. And then, like, I was tapping my foot, which I didn't realize. And my husband's like, don't you be tapping your last year's Prada at me. Which was totally from Legally Blonde, if you don't know, which was hilarious because at least it got me out of myself. Yeah, I've been just full of anxiety to the point where I just want to avoid everything, where I'm just like, how can I cancel that? And do I really have to go to work tomorrow? So yeah, it's terrible. But I have to get to the bottom of it, right? And some of it is super obvious. There's been some conflicts in various sectors, if you will, and I'm acutely aware of them. And it's stuff that I can't control because it's coming at me, and not all of it's based on truth. So then it's really hard to defend myself because it was never true to begin with. So it's not like I can really amend or fix it. God is bigger, God is bigger, God is bigger. Right? God is bigger. But I'm still affected by it. So I have a fantastic article. It's from the Mayo Clinic, and of course I'll include it in the description of the video. But it's at 11 tips for coping with anxiety disorder. Now, I don't have any permanent disorder. And for those of you who don't know, God totally healed my vertigo. Peace out, y'all. I was just like, I wasn't going to do that. And it is gone. Like, I can move quickly, I can move up and down, I can do all the things. It's gone. And I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. One less thing. One less thing. For real. Okay, let's get on. Now, I don't have the disorder, but for the moment, I'm experiencing anxiety. Like, seriously, it is just on me every minute, and it's kind of obvious to those who are around me. Even my dogs were like, Mom, what's the deal? And my horses were like, girl, get over it. Only my pig and my bird were like, anxiety, right on. Yeah. Okay, so it reads, having occasional feelings of anxiety is a normal part of life. Okay, that's good. But people with anxiety disorders experience frequent and excessive anxiety, fear, terror, and panic in everyday situations. And God bless you 1,000 times, not my story. These feelings are unhealthy if they affect your quality of life and prevent you from functioning normally. Just recently, like serious, I've let this penetrate my daily thoughts, and it is affecting me for real. So common symptoms of anxiety disorders include feeling nervous, yes. Feeling helpless, yes. A sense of impending panic, danger, or doom, yes. I'm not kidding you. Increased heart rate, no. Hyperventilation, can I do a half? I'm going to say yes. Sweating, no. Trembling, no. Obsessively thinking about the panic trigger, yes. So what is that? 5 out of 8? That's more than 50%. Houston, we have a problem. Okay. These feelings of anxiety and panic can interfere with daily activities and be difficult to control. They are out of proportion to the actual danger and can cause you to avoid places or situations. You should see your healthcare provider if your anxiety is affecting your life and relationships. Your provider can help rule out any underlying physical health issue before seeing a mental health professional. Now, let's be fair, a couple of things went on. If you remember, not long ago, I had fallen, and no, not fallen. This was before I fell, which of course I fell too. I slammed my hand in a fence, and it has come so far, but there's just this little lump left. God is on it. But that was kind of a big deal, right? Then I ended up falling. What was my situation? Trying to remember where I fell. I know, I was super happy that it didn't tear my pants, but it did cut my leg. Come on. Oh, yeah, at Costco. So I fell at Costco, and that was a bummer. And then all of a sudden, I ended up with vertigo, had to miss school, which kind of started all of this other nonsense. So all of that happened in a very brief period of time, let's say within 1 month. The falling and the vertigo and all that was instant. Like, that was like, it seems like falling was the first day of the vertigo. But this hand happened about a month earlier. But again, it's not quite done, but almost. Okay, so a series of things happened. Let's be fair. While most people with anxiety disorders need psychotherapy or medications to get anxiety under control, lifestyle changes and coping strategies also can make a difference. This is a sidebar, but since it's my channel, I'll go ahead and get into it. Yeah, here's the thing. What I'm realizing, just like in life in general, I'm completely provided for, okay? And I even have more means than many, and that's all by God's grace. But what I realize is that even though I can get whatever I need whenever I need it, it doesn't mean I have the spirit or ability or willingness to act on it. And that's kind of what I'm figuring out. Because I had signed up for this thing. I paid $100 to speak with a health person, but I didn't follow through. I paid it, but I couldn't do the paperwork that was required. Like, you had to fill out 4 pages and tell them why, and I just couldn't do it. And I don't even know if it expired. I couldn't do it. My husband and I bought a bunch of great stuff for the house. It's sitting in boxes. We just, and this is part of it. My husband had a hernia surgery 13 months ago. God bless him. And the whole thing was out of a desire to improve his life. Like, it wasn't an emergency hernia surgery. It just was supposed to improve his life. And he kind of did it out of love for me, because I kept saying, "Hun, why don't you just, get this done and then we can get on with it." Okay. Worst 13 months ever. The chronic pain, the distortion of his body, the insanity of the whole thing. And I don't know what the solution is. I don't know how we're going to get help. But it has been every day of just chronic pain. And, like feeling fire if you even touch the skin. Even if the shirt touches the skin, it's like so bad. Okay, but that said, it's been affecting me too, right? Because, hi, we're partners. I can't help but be affected. I didn't mind picking up the slack and doing double of whatever needed to be done, because often he can make it to work, but he can't do a single thing after he gets home, and that's okay. But really, it was just kind of this situation where I wasn't really feeling comfortable when I would get home, because I didn't know what I was coming home to. What, like, how much was done, how much wasn't done, how much I still need to be done, how broken is my husband going to be, how much pain is he in, is this thing going to take him out? Like, a friend of his actually died 2 weeks ago, who also had a poor situation with a hernia. And I didn't realize, like, how badly it's affecting me. Like, honestly, where I'm realizing that I have to maybe talk it out. I don't mind talking it out beyond my JVV community, and you guys are such a blessing to me. But yeah, I have to get some tools, because all of these things are catching up with me. And then I just paid another $100 to do another program, which I'm really excited about. But I realized that instead of just being excited, it was causing undue stress. And I was just like, am I going to be able to get my head around this? Am I wasting more money? Because it goes back to, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Like, I have all the zeal and excitement all the time, but then I actually have to do it, right? All right, let's get through these tips and see if any of them apply. And of course, as always, I'd love to know if this is helping anybody else. Number 1, keep physically active. I do understand about getting that stress out of the body. Develop a routine so that you're physically active most days of the week. Exercise is a powerful stress reducer. It can improve your mood and help you stay healthy. Start out slowly and gradually increase the amount of intensity of your activities. Number 2, avoid alcohol and recreational drugs. Done. These substances can cause or worsen anxiety. If you can't quit on your own, see your healthcare provider or find a support group to help you. Now, granted, I am done with drugs, I am done with alcohol, but food is my drug of choice, and I do flounder in that way, and it does affect me most the same way. Number 3, quit smoking and cut back or quit drinking caffeinated beverages. Done. Praise God, I was never a smoker. I stopped drinking caffeinated beverages 33 years ago. Yeah, 33 years ago. Number 4, use stress management and relaxation techniques. Visualizing techniques, meditation, and yoga are examples of relaxation techniques that can cause anxiety. I don't. I should. Number 5, make sleep a priority. Do what you can to make sure you're getting enough sleep to feel rested. If you aren't sleeping well, talk with your healthcare provider. Again, I'm trying to be more aware of the importance of sleep, and I have done well, but what I realize is usually if I get more sleep, it's because I'm blowing other things off. So, as always, feast your famine. Number 6, eat healthy foods. A healthy diet that incorporates vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. I love that they're saying that. Vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Sadly, it goes on to dead fish. May be linked to reduced anxiety, but more research is needed. Everything but the dead fish, which, in case you don't know, we cannot get away from the mercury levels nor the parasites in fish. Sorry, it's a no. Number 7, learn about your disorder. Again, I'm not accepting that I have a disorder, but in case you do, talk to your healthcare provider to find out what might be causing your specific condition and what treatments might be best for you. Involve your family and friends and ask for their support. Number 8, stick to your treatment plan. And again, maybe you don't have a treatment plan, maybe you're not going to meet with a professional, but if you just know the better way to navigate through your life, actually do it. I talk about stuff, but it doesn't mean I'm doing it, right? So yeah, I totally understand that. Take medications as directed, keep therapy appointments, and complete any assignments your therapist gives. Consistency can make a big difference. That's just true in life, especially when it comes to taking medication. Now for me, I do have some supplements that I prefer to take, but they ran out 3 days ago and I did not replace them. Comes down to consistency. Number 9, identify triggers. Learn what situations or actions cause you stress or increase your anxiety. Practice the strategies you developed with your mental health care provider so that you're ready to deal with anxious feelings in these situations. It's only come to my attention, like in this past week or so, that I have a tremendous anxiety when I'm coming home. And part of it was because I realized that I kept wanting to stop and get something. Get some treat, get some food, get something. And I thought, why? Sorry, I'm itching to death. Why can't you make it home? And then I was like, I'm afraid to go home. I don't want my husband to be dead. I don't want, there to be so much responsibility that I can't keep up with what I'm also responsible for, right, from work and those things. So it's new to me, but I'm realizing that it's definitely something I have to acknowledge and deal with. Because I love my family, I love my husband, I love my home. But I've been noticing I'm in a panic coming home. Number 9, identify triggers. Learn what situations or actions cause you stress or increase your anxiety. Practice the strategies you developed with your mental health provider. What is the deal? I'm not doing this with a mental health provider. And why do they act like mental health providers are such superheroes anyway? Like so many of them, seriously, post-COVID, doesn't it take months to get an appointment for anything? In my experience, yes, that has been the truth. Okay, so you're ready to deal with anxious feelings in these situations. Number 10, keep a journal. Keeping track of your personal life can help you and your mental health provider identify what's causing you stress and what seems to help you feel better. Number 11, socialize. Now, that's part of the anxiety for so many people. They don't want to socialize, but socialize. Don't let worries isolate you from loved ones or activities. It is so true. Once you have the courage to share, so many people go, oh my gosh, me too. Your worries may not go away on their own, and they may worsen over time if you don't seek help. See your healthcare provider or mental health provider before your anxiety worsens. It's easier to treat if you get help early. Straight up. All right, it was short and lovely. But yeah, those are the recommendations. I'm not claiming anything. It was just like with that vertigo, right? Right away, a bunch of people were writing me going, oh, I've had vertigo for years, and my vertigo comes and goes all the time, and this is what you should do. And they recommended everything from Gatorade to wearing like a, chronic motion sickness bracelet, and it was very kind, but I was like, no, this just isn't going to be true for me. I can't even tell you how temporary it is. And I will say that vertigo was gone by day 7, well on its way, and completely gone by day 10. And again, I thank God to no end. But no, I wasn't going to claim that. And I'm not going to claim this anxiety thing. But I did want to say out loud, because I haven't done Jules Blessed Vegan in a couple of days. And it was because every time I started to get here, I was just like, how? Like, it's just one more thing. And how can I do it? And I'm so stressed. And what am I even going to talk about? And then I thought, talk about your truth right now. You're having anxiety, girl. Get in there and talk about that. And I'm like, brilliant as usual, Jules. All right, my friends. Like if you like, join us if you haven't. Subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. Can you relate at all to anxiety? Is yours permanent or temporary? I would always say affirm that it's temporary and then just hope for the best. I had looked at a different article before this one, and it just went through this litany of all the kinds of anxieties and all the labels for anxieties, and I was like, no, that's a no. Okay, until we talk again. If you have anxiety, I'd love to pray for you. And if you don't, know that you're blessed.